Welcome to a brand new episode of Fairy Dust TV. I'm your host, Jen Burton, romantic fairy godmama to smart, successful single women around the world. Today's topic, what do the best online dating profiles include? I definitely get it. I understand 100%. There's very little that is more nerve-wracking than opening up an online dating account and trying to figure out what the hell to say in your online dating profile. Plus, what pictures do you use? So in today's show, that's what we're going to talk about. 3 extraordinarily important things that you should include in your online dating profile. And the first one is good, current, clear images of you. That means you must have images that are recent. Even if you think you look exactly like you did 3 years ago, if you don't have some images that were taken within the last 6 months, this is going to hinder your profile, and you are going to get a lot of men asking you to send them pictures because we're all nervous online. We're all nervous that somebody is going to show up and she's doesn't look like her photo. And I get it. And I totally understand why men are asking and requesting these photos all the time, because we women were putting up stuff, and I'm not going to say that the men are doing any better, but we're putting up stuff with that MySpace angle where we, in the duck lips and all that kind of stuff, where we're trying to look thinner, and we're not giving an accurate visual of who we are. You don't have to be this size in order to have men online be very, very attracted to you and want to start a conversation with you and go out on dates with you. Okay, so stop. If you're one of those women that's always trying to look a little thinner or a lot thinner in her photos, be accurate. Be who you are. Be the best version of who you are, but it has to be an accurate version. Also, pro tip for you, make sure you include one full-length photo, a current full-length photo. Now, number 2 of what do the best online dating profiles include? Number 2 is your enthusiasm about your life. All right, so I see it a lot. I see the profiles that women are putting up, and it makes me want to hack, because there's nothing to them. I know that you're nervous putting it all together, and I know you don't know exactly what to say, which we'll talk about in just a second, but you are a fascinating woman, whether you believe it or not, and that needs to come out in your profile. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to have this laundry list of wonderful things about you, but when you share stories, when you share pieces of you, when you create this visual, you make yourself absolutely 100% irresistible in the right man's eyes. Now, and this also, when you do this, when you have great pictures, plus you add great enthusiasm about your life, you start to push away all the creepy guys out there. You want to know why? Because those guys are so insecure, and your online dating profile, what they see and what they read is how they assess if you would ever give them a chance. And if you have something really good out there, something that shows that you are a quality, fun woman to be around, then he's going to say, she's not going to even give me the time of day, so why should I try? When you put very little in your profile, however, you're going to get a lot more guys contacting you, a lot of crazy guys contacting you, because they're like, this chick has nothing going on, and you're setting the expectation for them, which is nothing. Okay, so very important for you to showcase the enthusiasm about your own life. If you come across as bitter, as very negative, and there's no positivity in your life, and you have nothing going on, even if you're brilliant. I know lots of brilliant women who suck at putting together online dating profiles because they don't know what to say. Show enthusiasm. You don't have to brag about yourself, but you do need to share pieces of yourself. It's absolutely 100% important. Now, we're going to come to number 3. I know what a lot of men are doing. I get it. Okay, you don't have to write me and tell me. Please don't write me and tell me. I know that lots of men are sending those mass messages where they just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, and they've never even read your profile. They're trying to play a numbers game. Well, instead of wasting your time on those guys and going through all their messages, what you can do to drastically reduce the amount of messages that, or actually not necessarily drastically reduce them, although I have seen a lot of reduction with the first 2 methods by having good images and showing enthusiasm about your life, but you can also add what I call a qualifier, which is a little PS at the end of your profile that tells him something so that he can go out of his way a little to indicate to you he has read your profile. Because we all know that it's so much sexier, when a man actually reads your profile and takes a genuine interest in you versus these guys that are mass sending out things, or just clicking wink or sending smiles or whatnot. So this is a really big romantic fairy godmama insider secret that I'm going to share with you today. And you can write something, and I'm going to read my notes for it, that says something like this. P.S. Men who make it evident with a thoughtful message that he has read my profile intrigue me the most. Think about that for a second. When a guy reads that, he is going to, first off, you're setting higher standards without being a complete and total bitch about it. But you also know now, when you start to read somebody's message, if they haven't made any effort to point out things in your profile or discuss something in your profile or connect with you in something in your profile, then you know you didn't read it, and it's super easy, and you can just let it go. And then you'll also know that that man took the time to send you a message versus all of the winks and all of the something. So that means that he is legitimately looking to connect with you and possibly see where this could go romantically. So much sexier than sending a wink, don't you think? Okay, lover girl, it's time to wrap everything up together. You can include 3, count them again, let's review them and count them, 3 things that will make your profile dramatically stand out above the rest of the thousands of women that are in your area who are putting together crappy profiles. Number 1 is have good current images. No MySpace angles, make sure they're clear, and at least 1 full-length photo. Number 2 is enthusiasm about your life, storytelling, things like that. Absolutely one of the best ways to be seductive online without being sexual. And number 3, a qualifier, a little PS at the end of your profile that says a little something something to help you figure out what guys actually took the time to go through your profile and then connected with you based on that. So would you like a little help with your online dating profile? If you go to helpmeonlinedate.com, I've put together 2 video chapters from my program, Irresistibility. It's an online dating program, and these 2 video chapters will help you get started on your profile that will dramatically change your online dating experience, helping you take online dating and create something that leads to offline romance. I will see you next time, and here's to you having him your way.